Hey everybody, hope everybody's doing good, staying blessed and feeling well. I am back, and so it's really late at night. It's after midnight, and I am awake. Um, there is something that I thought that I would talk to you guys about because it's been on my mind, and it's you can't please everybody. And personally, I don't like to have drama with people or to have issues or to cause them to have some type of disorder or dysfunction in their life. And yet I found that regardless of what I do, there's always going to be someone out there who will have a problem with me, whether it's a rational reason why or if it's just something that they have issue with themselves. And this is something that I had to remind myself of on a regular basis because I'm the type of person who I guess I have a lot of empathy and emotions and the way that people are and the way that they treat each other and the way they treat me, that matters to me. And words actually mean things to me. So when people just say things just to say them, and I have a tendency to listen to what they're saying and take them seriously for their word. And so that has led me to have issues with being told I don't have a sense of humor or being told that I'm too serious and things like that. However, I I just have this mindset that your words are powerful. And so when you say things to people, whether you're joking or not, it impacts them. And whether your intent was bad or your intent was good, it's going to affect that person in a way that it's going to affect them, regardless of what your intentions were when you use those words. And words can build someone up and they can tear them down. And I know some people might laugh at me for saying that, but that's how I feel about it. So I'm really careful about what I say and how I say it. And even then, I have to recognize that I can't make everybody happy. And at the same time, not everybody wants to be happy. So I try to respect the way the people that want, how they want to be treated. I try to respect people the best that I can, and regardless of how they treat me. And that's something that it's taken me time to do. It's not something that happened overnight. Another thing that I thought that I would talk to you guys about is the complexity of just being a person. And I'll just say complexity of just being me. And this is something that has been accentuated in my spiritual journey because I've really noticed that there are different sides of me, different characteristics, different qualities of me that are all in the same person. So one day I might want to dress one way and the next day I might want to dress another way, but there's always limitations to me and that I put on myself. And I've been finding that being comfortable with myself has made me more comfortable and relaxed with other people. And that's a very positive thing because I have some real issues when it comes to in person conversations with people because sometimes I just feel really awkward around people that I don't really know. And I'm not a super social person in person. I know that might sound silly, but when I'm recording videos and talking to you guys on YouTube, online, I feel a lot more relaxed about it because it's like I'm bringing you into my situation. But when I'm face to face with people, it's very different because I'm seeing their facial responses, their behavior, their mannerism. I'm seeing that, and sometimes I have issues with dealing with the empathy level of it because sometimes a person will say certain things and I can just tell that what they're saying out their mouth does not match their emotions. And it really has been, I guess, a positive and a negative thing for me because it's opened up a lot of bridges between me and other people. But at the same time, it can also seem like somewhat of a curse to actually care um, in a world that seems like some people who don't care get a lot of benefits for not caring. And I guess it's a really sad thing for me to say, but that's something that I've noticed. Um, but in the spiritual journey on the path that I'm on, something that I've been really debating on if I should talk about is my personality. And this is, I guess, is a little funny way to go into it. I had a conversation with someone, an associate online, and they asked me what my sign was. And when I said Virgo, they said, "Oh, that makes sense. That makes everything make sense about you." And it got me to thinking about my astrological sign and the characteristics that I have as a person, and how, despite logic and rationality, how much I actually match being a Virgo. So much so that I went and started looking into personality and how I match up to what different personality quality characteristics Virgo has, and I match it. And so this is going to be my, I guess, segue into talking about this other side of me that in some ways I've tried to suppress, and it's my sensual side, or my sexual side, or my passionate side, the side of me that, and sometimes I'll laugh and joke and say my dark side or my naughty side. And on a spiritual journey, I've noticed that the more I get to know myself, and the more that I really take the time out to get to know what I like and who I am, and there are a lot of things that I feel more open about, and I feel way more comfortable about. So it seems like being on a spiritual journey has awakened or reawakened or rekindled certain feelings and emotions in me that I have been suppressing out of, and I really have to say this, out of fear of how other people might feel if I was to express how I truly feel on certain levels. And and when it comes to that side of me, it's not like I have a huge host of people, close friends to talk to about that type of a situation. And then to top it off, um, there are some aspects of that for which I feel like I could be even more well versed in if I was in a situation that I had other people to talk to about those certain types of topics. But it's just something I thought about. So after midnight, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, why is it so hard for some people to understand that I can still be a lady, but like to wear certain clothes? I can still respect myself and like to do certain things. But it just seems like the way society is, it wants to put you in this in a box. It wants to label you. It wants to make you, mold you, and conform you to be something that you might not want to be. And that is something that being on a spiritual journey has really made me put my eyes on, focus on, and not turn the blind eye on. Because I can honestly say there's been so many times in my life that I've seen things that really bothered me, but just left it alone. But the more I get in touch with myself, the more in tune I get with wanting truth, wanting to be honest, with knowing everything to the best of my abilities, the more it gets put into my mind's eye, the more I see whether I really was trying to focus on certain things. Certain things just come to the front of my mind, and it's just an amazing experience to just feel enlightened, to just be able to sit and think and have something come to the front of your mind that was really important, but due to the clutter inside of your mind, due to being busy, due to having so much to do, you just did not take out the time to focus. So I guess this is, if this makes any sense to you guys, I'm getting in tune with the true me, understanding that I am not just some simple one tone, one melody noted person. There are so many different things about me. There are so many different qualities about me, and I'm accepting and embracing them all. So that's just something I thought I would share with you guys. Find a balance in your life. Find a truth in your life. Find what it is that drives you and stay with that. And hope everybody's doing good, staying blessed, and feeling well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.